Hi, I'm Andrew Forrester. In this surprising and highly controversial presentation, I'm going to reveal to you the one little-known secret buried by the big pharmaceutical companies to naturally and safely controlling your unpredictable blood sugar levels, in turn melting off stubborn fat and leaving you abundant with long-lasting energy in as little as 21 days. If you are one of the millions of people around the world who suffer daily from the burden of uncontrollable blood sugar, along with the array of its negative side effects, such as tiredness, hunger, weight gain, trouble sleeping, and low self-esteem, then it's time to listen up, as believe it or not, your volatile blood sugar readings plus all these nasty symptoms can be completely eradicated by yourself and from the comfort of your own home from just 5 minutes a day. Not to mention, you save a boatload of money wasted on test strips, the latest in medications, weight loss solutions, and even the special low blood sugar foods. But first, let me make something very clear. What I'm about to show you is not something which I'm sure you've been told over and over again. This isn't just another person telling you to do a full-body workout for 40 to 50 minutes a day, with high number reps and heavy weights for 5 days a week. Whilst it has been proven that heavy load exercise routines will help normalize blood sugar levels by depleting your carbohydrate reserves, in today's modern and fast-paced society, being consistent with a routine like this just isn't possible anymore. And let's face it, who wants to really commit to that much effort after a long day at work? And no, what I'm about to reveal to you isn't an eat-no-carbs sort of diet plan. Anyone who has tried to eat few carbs knows just how hard it really is. The amount of dedication and sacrifice needed to achieve a low-carb diet is almost impossible. And hats off to anyone who can achieve that consistently over months. I know I couldn't. You'll soon discover that this is not magic, a big conspiracy, or snake oil. This is a well-documented, peer-reviewed, and scientifically proven solution to finally taking back the control over your blood sugar levels and health, consequently blasting the persistent fat on your body, all whilst eating what you want and when you want. Think of how you're feeling right now. I'm sure that you, just like the rest of those who are dealing with frustrating and uncontrollable blood sugar levels, are feeling pretty fed up and hopeless. I'm sure you're sick and tired of putting up with the unsightly and stubborn fat on your body, such as your belly and thighs. Sick and tired of trying and failing with weight loss routines, the latest fads, and low-carb diets, to the point where life just really isn't fun anymore. Sick and tired of dealing with the enormous lethargy and lack of energy that is directly associated with your condition. Well, what if I told you all these issues can be discarded for good? In the next few minutes, you will learn the exact solution to naturally and safely controlling your blood sugar levels without the need to purchase any extra medicines, follow any strict weight loss or heavy exercise plans, or even starve yourself of carbohydrates. You'll discover the long-suppressed and shocking truth about the medications you may be taking, such as Actos, Glucophage, Diabeta, Amaryl, Avandia, and how some are in fact derived from natural sources that you too can take advantage of. You'll also learn how the addition of certain somewhat unusual foods, which you may already have in your kitchen, to your diet to drastically improve your blood sugar level readings in as little as 2 hours. And the sad truth is, if you don't pay attention now, things will not change and most likely will get worse. And when it comes to your health, especially when blood sugar is involved, this can lead to serious complications. In fact, uncontrolled blood sugar levels are known to cause type 1 and type 2 diabetes, heart disease, dementia, strokes, seizures, and the highly elevated blood sugar levels known as hyperglycemia, which can lead to diabetic coma and worse. And though it may seem impossible now, I'll show you exactly how over 66,500 people, just like yourself, have achieved the personal freedom and health benefits of normalized blood sugar, to enjoy life as it was meant to be enjoyed, to eat what they want, when they want, to feel spoilt with confidence and full of energy from the moment they wake up, lasting throughout the whole day. No matter how old you are or the extent of your condition, no matter if your doctor has told you that your condition is hopeless and permanent, which is simply not true. Even if your previous attempts at controlling your blood sugar and weight levels through diet and exercise have failed, believe me, I've been there. It's now time to say goodbye to all that excess fat tied around your body, belly, and thighs. It's now time to say goodbye to feeling tired and lethargic from the moment you wake up. It's time to say goodbye to your low self-esteem and confidence due to your weight. Not in months, but in 3 short weeks, you can be saying goodbye to your unpredictable and frustrating blood sugar levels not temporarily, but permanently. Just imagine the shock in your doctor's face when you're showing completely normal blood sugar readings at any given time of the day. Imagine the shock on your friends' or family's faces when they see you melt off pounds of stubborn fat day in, day out with little effort involved on your side. You'll shock your loved ones with your newfound confidence and lease of life. You'll finally be able to live healthily and enjoy life as it was meant to be enjoyed. The possibilities truly are endless. If you watch this presentation to the end, you'll discover just how easy it is to restore your body's natural blood sugar control system. How you can literally force your body to absorb excess glucose from your blood into your muscles, preventing unwanted weight gain and boosting your energy tenfold. This unusual and groundbreaking secret has long been suppressed by the big pharmaceutical companies and kept hidden for decades. And this remarkable secret to normalize blood sugar has been written about in numerous peer-reviewed medical journals, papers, and magazines. Unfortunately, the big pharmaceutical companies are desperately trying to prevent this information from becoming mainstream. You're probably wondering why. You see, the anti-diabetes industry responsible for the drugs that control your blood sugar generated a huge $35.6 billion in 2012. Yes, that's right, billion. And it's expected to reach a staggering $98.4 billion in 2018. That's billions of hard-working people's just like you hard-earned cash going directly into their pockets. The devastating effect of people's inability to control blood sugar is an endless goldmine for Big Pharma, and they're the ones laughing all the way to the bank. You can probably realize now that Big Pharma is not interested in curing the problem or providing a solution. That's not going to make them money. They are only interested in providing you a medication to maintain the problem, allowing a lifelong flow of money from you to them. So what exactly are others saying about this blood sugar restoring secret that Big Pharma is desperately trying to hide?
Hey there, I'm Brian, and I just felt like I needed to personally thank you for sharing this blood sugar restoring secret with me. You know, I've been suffering with erratic blood sugar for so many years, but after just 23 days of following this secret, I'm truly a changed person. Not only is it easy to do each day, but I'm losing weight, I feel healthier, and I have 1,000,000 times more energy. I feel great, and I just want to thank you so much for helping me.
Hi, I'm Emma. It's been just 22 days of following the secret to restoring my blood sugar, and honestly, I feel fantastic. I've always been a foodie. I heard about a way I could eat carbohydrates while keeping normal blood sugar levels. I snapped at the chance. Best of all, it's so easy to do. It takes a couple of minutes of my time a day, and the benefits are definitely worth it. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Mike Barnes. I had always suffered with my weight my entire life, and when my doctor told me I had high blood sugar, which was a slippery slope to type 1 diabetes and heart disease, I was so upset. Today I feel privileged to have been taught this secret to normalizing my blood sugar. After following what I was told for just 3 weeks, my results were incredible. I lost over 27 pounds of fat and finally took back control over my health. Thank you.
Unfortunately for me, my story before finding this secret is not something I ever wanted to endure again. My life had always been controlled by carbs. I was strictly told by my doctor that the carbohydrates I ate were causing my high blood sugar levels and, in turn, my obesity. I was a stone's throw away from type 1 diabetes. I just couldn't understand why my friends could all eat what they wanted, pizzas, pastas, bread, and still be perfectly healthy. Life seemed so unfair. I was in a downhill spiral where eating made me feel temporarily happy, but was wreaking havoc on my body, storing fat in places I didn't even know I had and making me feel more lethargic and almost extinct of any self-esteem or confidence. At the age of 45, I was at an all-time low. I barely left the house, and when I did, I wore big baggy clothes and dared to make eye contact with others in case they embarrassingly comment on my weight or how I looked. Not only was this devastatingly affecting my own life, but that of my family's too. They too felt the burden of my worries and despair, and that made me even more upset and even more hopeless. I was at rock bottom. It wasn't until the month after my 45th birthday that my story gets a little weird. As a self-confessed geek, I would spend hours up late each night browsing the web and snacking on food. Somehow, one evening, I found my way onto an obscure and off-the-grid online health forum with just a handful of members. One of the members online had been making claims that he had completely restored his blood sugar in just a few weeks. And the other members who had followed this man's obscure solution were saying similar, with fantastic results. Very intrigued and with nothing to lose, I made contact with this man named Professor Chow. He was well-spoken, intelligent, and articulate. Turned out, after leaving a teaching career, Professor Chow had been working for a not-to-be-named pharmaceutical company up until the day he retired. And as luck would have it, the medication he worked on was actually one of the medications I was in fact taking to control my blood sugar levels. He then proceeded to tell me something very eye-opening. Not only did he reveal to me the shocking truth about some of the so-called groundbreaking blood sugar medications, which I'll tell you in just a moment, he also let me know that my problems all centered on a hormone called insulin, in particular, how sensitive it was. You've probably wondered yourself, why is it that most people can eat as much carbs as they want daily and still maintain a trim, healthy physique whilst you seem to put on weight almost instantly after a meal, whilst experiencing a huge surge in blood sugar that leaves you powerless? It was all down to insulin. Now, you probably have heard of insulin. It's a hormone produced in the pancreas with the objective of controlling your blood sugar levels. After you eat, your blood sugar, known as glucose levels, will rise in the blood. Insulin will be released in the pancreas to match the amount of glucose detected. Insulin has the objective of lowering blood sugar by aiding glucose to move into cells. Due to today's modern diet of processed carbohydrates and sugars, most of us are experiencing a huge unnatural spike in blood sugar almost immediately after eating. In turn, we're all becoming increasingly resistant to insulin because of the abnormal surge of insulin produced. These dangerous insulin-spiking foods, such as those containing high fructose corn syrup, are cheap and easy to mass produce. But sadly for us, they are highly processed and have now been proven to cause obesity, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. In the review of high fructose corn syrup in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, it was noted that, quote, the increase in consumption of HFCS, high fructose corn syrup, has a temporal relation to the epidemic of obesity, and the overconsumption of HFCS in calorically sweetened beverages may play a role in the epidemic of obesity. Sadly, after years of carbohydrate intolerance, after binging on processed and unnatural food, my cells had become insulin resistant. This insulin resistance was the real difference between me and those who could eat what they wanted and still remain trim and healthy. I was so-called insulin insensitive, and it's probable that you are also insulin insensitive too. The insulin surge was telling my body that I had plenty of energy available and it should stop burning fat and start storing it. So it makes sense that the body finds it very difficult to burn fat whilst insulin is in the blood, and it is trying to store fat at exactly the same time. This explained why I was struggling so hard to lose weight with little or no results. However, the greater concern with the insulin surge after eating is not that it tells our body to start storing fat. The greater concern is that the unnatural insulin surge causes too much blood sugar to be transported out of our blood, and this results in our blood sugar and insulin levels dropping below normal. This leaves us feeling tired and hungry and wanting to eat more. The unfortunate result of this scenario is that it makes us want to eat something else with a high sugar content. When we do, we start the cycle all over again. This completely explained the cycle I was in, and the one I'm sure you're in too. I was always tired, hungry, and never satisfied after a meal, all whilst struggling desperately to lose weight and control my blood sugar levels. How can I break free of this cycle? I asked. It's simple. You see, there are two ways to treat blood sugar issues naturally, through diet and through exercise. What Big Pharma has been omitting to tell you for decades is that you don't need to do a whole hour of heavy exercise or starve yourself of tasty carbohydrates we all enjoy to normalize blood sugar. They know that nearly anyone will not be consistent and commit to such a demanding regime of diet and exercise and will ultimately fail. That's exactly why they enforce this ideology, for the exact reason to deter people from improving their current condition. It shockingly goes as far as Big Pharma bribing and influencing current curriculum at university and medical schools to enforce their false ideas, ensuring that their medications will continue to be purchased. Professor Chow then explained to me that a new type of exercise plan, which he had been perfecting over many years, not lasting hours like you've been led to believe is necessary, but lasting just a couple of minutes a day, yes, just a few minutes, coupled with a handful of strange blood sugar reducing everyday foods to add to your diet that I'll reveal to you in just a moment, you can actually take back control of your insulin and blood sugar levels permanently. The cold hard truth is that in fact all you need is a short burst of activity totaling just 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. The time taken for you to make a fresh cup of coffee or the advert break on television. This short burst of activity, known as low-volume training, has now been proven to work wonders on your body and help increase your insulin sensitivity, in turn speeding up the uptake of glucose into cells. In the Journal of Applied Physiology, it is clearly stated that low-volume HIT is emerging as a time-efficient exercise strategy for improving health and fitness. They go on to say low-volume HIT can rapidly improve glucose control and induce adaptations in skeletal muscle that are linked to improved metabolic health in patients. In diabetes care, it is concluded that progressive resistance training in combination with moderate weight loss was effective in improving glycemic control in older patients. In a perfect world, our bodies would be completely insulin sensitive, where only a small amount of insulin is required to move all our glucose to our muscle cells for storage rather than converted into fat. But this is just not the case, and that's why we must shock our body with low-volume training into restoring its natural blood sugar levels. The benefits of low-volume training don't just stop there. From a few minutes a day of exercise, you can benefit from improved cognitive function, vastly improved energy, improved mood and self-esteem, and much more. It even helps combat Alzheimer's and other brain diseases. Everything I suffered with, all the symptoms of my uncontrolled blood sugar levels, could finally be a thing of the past. Professor Chow reiterated, this is not an hour-long, hard-work exercise routine. It's not how much, it's how often. We're not talking about a grueling hour-long session in the gym here. We're talking about 5 quick minutes of exercise. Something you can do without ever visiting the gym or leaving your home. This 5-minute daily plan was by no means a replacement for my current doctor-approved medication. It was merely an addition to what I'm doing in order to go from maintaining my condition to improving it. And not only improving, but completely normalizing my blood sugar levels. But what about my diet? I asked. He went on to tell me the shocking truth that many blood sugar controlling medications, such as glucophage, also known as metformin, are actually more natural than we are led to believe. Glucophage, for example, originated from the French lilac or goat's rue plant, a plant used for centuries around the world in folk medicine. This plant has been used to treat blood sugar symptoms way before the pharmaceutical companies were around. And take cinnamon, for example. In a recent study published in Diabetes Care, it is noted that the results of this study demonstrate that intake of 1, 3, or 6 grams of cinnamon per day reduces serum glucose, triglyceride, LDL cholesterol, and total cholesterol in people with type 2 diabetes, and suggests that the inclusion of cinnamon in the diet of people with type 2 diabetes will reduce risk factors associated with diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. In fact, in a recent 2014 study published in the peer-reviewed PLOS One journal, it was concluded that together cinnamon extract improved insulin action in the brain as well as brain activity and locomotion. This specific effect may represent an important central feature of cinnamon in improving insulin action in the brain and mediates metabolic alterations in the periphery to decrease liver fat and improve glucose homeostasis. Now, I don't recommend you douse all your meals with cinnamon or go eating bags of goat's rue. That wouldn't be so nice, would it? I'm just making the point that information like this is really something Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. They don't want you to know the possibility of certain foods like the ones mentioned out there that can improve your condition. They don't want you to know that it is in fact possible to control blood sugar naturally with additions to your diet. We aren't talking about replacing your current diet, and by no means are we saying to stop your medication. But we are talking about the addition of certain foods to your current diet to drastically improve blood sugar and insulin levels right this second. Professor Chow then sent me 2 files. Each was a scanned document written by hand. One detailed a list of varied, simple, but effective 5-minute exercise routines to perform daily at home. The other was a somewhat weird list of over 20 everyday superfoods, such as cinnamon, that are clinically proven to reduce blood sugar within just hours. A lot of them I even had in my kitchen. After our brief chat, Professor Chow then said goodbye and went offline, leaving me with an insider's wisdom into the truth of blood sugar restoration. The following morning, I set out to follow what Professor Chow had taught me. I had nothing to lose and everything to gain. With the 2-tiered approach of 5 minutes training a day, coupled with the addition of a collection of some unusual foods added to my diet, my results? Well, they were better than I ever expected. They were out of this world. Within 21 days, my blood sugar levels had been normalized, reset, completely restored. It was a miracle. I just couldn't believe it. After just 3 weeks of following Professor Chow's plan, I was finally able to eat a perfectly normal diet with carbohydrates included and not have to worry about my blood sugar blowing out of control. I had finally broken free of the endless and self-perpetuating eating and craving cycle that had left me depressed, tired, and at wit's end. I now wake up in the morning overflowing with energy and with a positive and enthusiastic outlook on life that I never would have dreamed of. Best of all, I lost over 50 pounds of fat in just 2.5 months. That's the equivalent of 200 sticks of butter, and get this, I didn't have to visit a single gym or starve myself a single delicious carbohydrate. My wife said I was a brand new person, full of energy and enthusiasm for life. After years of despair, I had finally found the permanent solution to my issues. Heck, I still sometimes take my blood sugar levels after meals, just to prove to myself that this is real and this is not a dream. I even made a trip to see my doctor, who I had visited just weeks before, and the look on his face was priceless when he saw my flat stomach and perfect blood sugar readings. And this was after I had just eaten a full meal of carbs. I felt free for the first time in my entire life. It was a dream come true, but then I started thinking, if someone like me who was once overweight, admittedly lazy, and very skeptical, could achieve such remarkable results by following what Professor Chow had taught me, then just imagine what everyone else can achieve. After tracking down Professor Chow again, he agreed for me to visit him at his home. To tell you the truth, he didn't seem surprised to see how healthy and fit I was. He simply had faith in the scientific backing to his teachings. After much deliberation, and I can tell you now it wasn't easy, he finally accepted to sharing his wisdom to the general public. He got to work collating his groundbreaking knowledge and findings, and the end result was a complete program aptly named Restore My Blood Sugar, the natural and safe method to normalizing blood sugar and insulin levels. This program is so unique that there really is nothing to compare it to. This complete program is the comfort and hope that you've been waiting for. You can finally unlock the path to magnificent health. No tricks, no gimmicks, just a scientifically proven program to taking back full control over your blood sugar. Instead of jumping from medication to medication, from weight loss fad to weight loss fad, you can now have the simple, easily achieved solution right at your fingertips. Just imagine your life now without the constant battle with your weight and fatigue, without the strain of daily test strips and trips to the doctor, without the constant food cravings and problems sleeping. Imagine a life where you're finally back in control, where you are behind the wheel, where you dictate what you can and can't do, not your health problems. Well, this no longer has to be a dream. This can, without question, become a reality if you decide to take the first step and begin this program. Here's what a few of my friends had to say about Professor Chow's revolutionary program.
Hi there, my name is Susan. I wanted to thank you, Professor Chow, for sharing your program, Restore My Blood Sugar, with me. You have no idea, it changed my life. I mean, I've been using it for only 3 weeks right now, and my blood sugar spikes, the ones I normally have after every meal are completely gone. It's amazing. I mean, my energy level went up, and I'm more confident than ever. So I recommended your program already to a lot of my friends, and I really wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for changing my life and making it livable again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hi there, I'm Jeff. I was pretty skeptical when I was told I could restore my blood sugar to normal levels in just 21 days, but really I had nothing to lose. Well, it's just been 25 days and already I'm dropping off the pounds and in total control again. I feel like I did when I was 21, and my doctor says he's never seen anything like it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, Professor Chow, for allowing me this life-changing opportunity.
I'd try to compare this program to something already out there, but sadly I can't. There's really nothing out there that is so effective and so unique. The core of this blood sugar restoring program focuses on 2 key areas. First, Professor Chow explains in detail a series of easily completed 5-minute exercise routines you will follow daily. No extra weights or equipment needed, just you and a couple minutes of your time each day. These exercises are finished before you know it. They're not only scientifically proven to restore blood sugar to normal levels, but are actually fun and exciting. With a 7-day rolling plan, you won't get bored as each day is varied and different from the last. In Part 2 of the core module, Professor Chow goes through over 20 unusual foods that you can find at your home or your local grocery store. These foods are clinically proven to reduce blood sugar levels in as little as 2 hours. Some of these everyday superfoods may just surprise you in their health benefits. Included is an in-depth guide into your current diet and how certain foods containing ingredients such as high fructose corn syrup, as discussed earlier, should be left out, and how to replace these admittedly tasty foods with healthier alternatives that taste just as good but won't leave you hungry. Look out here for some seemingly innocent foods that are in fact far more dangerous than you are led to believe. Also included in the complete program is a guide on the medications you may be taking. This guide details the most common medications such as glucophage, diabetic, and actose, and spills the beans on their true side effects and how you can counteract some of their unwanted symptoms with natural do-it-yourself remedies. The final guide is actually a real gem that I'm excited to show you. In this guide, Professor Chow writes about the top 10 carbohydrates that are actually proven to reduce blood sugar. That's right, some of these friendly carbs are working the opposite of what you would have expected. Some of these carbs are actually used by the Hollywood elite to help drop fat off their belly and thighs without need for dieting. After utilizing what you discover in the Restore My Blood Sugar program, you will be shocked with your results. Professor Chow has kept everything easy and simple to understand. It's all in simple everyday language. There are no big lifestyle changes and no sacrifices to be made.
Hi, my name is Mike. For the past 10 years, I have suffered from fatigue, being tired all the time. I've struggled with my weight, but luckily, I was blessed enough to have been shown Professor Chow's blood sugar restoring program. I am now at what you call normal blood sugar levels, and I have never felt better. Thank you, Professor Chow.
When you experience the ultimate power of Professor Chow's blood sugar restoring program, you'll be wishing you'd found it earlier. But truthfully, it all boils down to this. How much is the permanent fixing of your blood sugar issues worth to you? How much would you pay to stop spending a fortune on doctor's bills, test strips, diabetic foods, and weight loss solutions? How much would you pay to finally unlock the door to unparalleled health and well-being? Well, you would think that achieving goals like this would cost you a small fortune. Truth is, every day many people just like you are trying and failing with weight loss and diet plans, wasting their hard-earned money in the process. They are helping feed Big Pharma's machine that is only concerned about filling their pockets. But forget about emptying your pockets because I have some great news for you. Initially, we decided to price the entire Restore My Blood Sugar program at $97 to cover the writing, research, development, and publishing costs. And frankly, I'm sure you'd agree that finally achieving your weight loss and health goals would be completely worth that price. But as you have shown us your commitment to your health in watching this video up to this point, we have decided to drop the price down to $37. Professor Chow knows he can get from $300 up to $2,000 for his incredible program. He's even been offered $3,000 not that long ago. But thankfully, knowing so many people around the world would benefit from what this program has to offer, I have managed to negotiate this price down for you. However, the price can unfortunately go up at any point, so go ahead, take advantage of this very special opportunity. But I warn you, this video and special promotion won't be up forever. And if you leave this page, then I cannot make any guarantee this will still be up. This groundbreaking information is desperately trying to be hidden from you. So make the right decision and don't miss out on this opportunity. Click the Order Now button below to lock on this special pricing. Plus, that is not all. We have something very special for you. Not only will you receive the complete Restore My Blood Sugar program, along with the 3 in-depth guides on how different aspects of your diet and medication are affecting your health, plus the Friendly Carbs Guide. If you order within the next hour, we're going to offer you 2 fantastic bonuses as a thank you for becoming a valued customer. The first bonus is a magnificent piece of health tracking software designed to help you track your results with this program. This is the exact software used by Professor Chow to track his own clients' progress with his program. Easily view graphs and keep track of your blood glucose levels, medication, and more. It is a must-have and an all-in-one solution for anyone who is looking to seriously improve their health. The second bonus is a magnificent series of subliminal MP3 files that have been scientifically proven to help relax your mind and rest your body. We all know healing occurs when you're resting, so these tracks are the perfect counterpart to that program. These files can be transferred to your mobile or MP3 player to listen to when you like. They are a must-have as part of restoration progress. And that is not all, as we are so confident in the program, we're doing something that no one else has dared to do. We are so confident with the results that you'll achieve that we're backing your order with a rock-solid 60-day money-back guarantee. Basically, if you're not entirely happy with your order and the brilliant results Professor Chow's program will give you, then just send us a quick email and we'll refund every single penny, paid no questions asked. In fact, if you're not making any progress with the entire program, then I want you to refund. I want you to let us know this hasn't worked for you. You could even keep all the bonus material. That's how confident we are in this program working. The risk is entirely on us. We want to lift the pressure off your shoulders for you. So get the program below by clicking the Order Now button. I know how it feels to be overweight, tired, and depressed. I know how it feels to try and fail with weight loss and diets. I know how it feels to worry about your blood sugar throughout the day. I was there not long ago. But you will soon discover that you can naturally and safely restore your blood sugar levels and all the issues that come with it with this revolutionary program.
Hey guys, my name is Michael, and when I heard I could normalize my blood sugar and lose weight with just 5 minutes work a day using Professor Chow's program, I jumped at the chance. Now I'm in my 3rd week doing it, and I tell you what, I feel great. If you needing to get your blood sugar under control and you want to lose some weight, I tell you, this course is awesome. You need to go check it out. Again, Professor Chow, I just want to say thank you for this course and everything you've done for me.
Hello, I'm Amy. It's been 4 weeks now following Professor Chow's program, and not only my husband, but my friends too, have all commented on how healthy, fit, and alive I am. And it's all down to just a couple minutes of work a day. I wouldn't have believed until I saw the results for myself.
I could show you hundreds more testimonials like this, but frankly, your results will be the only proof you need that this program works and just how powerful it is. So what are you waiting for? Enter your email address and click the Order Now button below. After your payment, you will receive an instant downloadable PDF file. This file can be viewed on any computer, mobile, or tablet device that you like. You will also receive the 3 bonus guides, plus 2 bonuses of health tracking software and the subliminal MP3 files absolutely free. The way I see it, you have 2 paths you can go down. 1, you can accept things as they are. You can continue to feel tired, overweight, frustrated, depressed, and hopeless. You can let your insulin insensitivity spin out of control. You can continue to struggle with unsuccessful diets and deprive yourself of the food you enjoy. You can accept the great toll your condition has on you and your loved ones. Or 2, you can embrace hope. You can order Restore My Blood Sugar today. You owe it to yourself to experience the power of this program. Press the Order Now button below.